So, I'm finally living the life I envisioned 5 years ago. Although, human wants are insatiable, that I know. We always want to move forward. We always want more money. We always want more fame, more success. Definitely. Because at any point you are in life, there are always people ahead of you. There are always people higher than you. So I can proudly say the life I envisioned 5 years ago, I'm living it. Because right now I don't have a job. Like I'm unemployed, but I'm living fine. I don't need anybody to help me pay my rent. I don't need anybody to help me get the nice things I want. I can go on vacation anytime I want. I can wake up anytime I want. I can go to the gym anytime I want. I can hang out with friends anytime I want. I'm not answerable to anybody. I don't have a job, but I'm living good. Now, this was like my top priority because that's freedom. You don't have deadlines to carry out tasks. You don't have that fear of what if I don't get promoted, or what if my boss doesn't choose me, or what if I get sacked. To me, that's massive success. I live full time from trading. 5 years ago, trust me, I never expected I'll be here. I thought I'll keep struggling. I thought life would never get better because I've always been a very hardworking person looking for the easiest way to make money online. I've tried stuff like graphic designing, video editing. I've tried drop shipping. I've tried creating content, many things that can give me this freedom. But guess what? I even tried selling stuff online, like not like selling, more like a middleman. Okay, trying to market for guys that are selling cars. Post on my story or my status. I've done just like everything else. I've tried being a brand developer, even was thinking of starting agency at some point. Tried everything. That was how much I was hustling. And if you're watching this video and you are going through the hard part of life, you're going through the hard part of trading where you want to be profitable, you want to live the life, you want to be able to be free, you want to be able to take care of your parents. But right at this moment you're losing, or you're even confused whether should you start trading or not, because definitely there are two categories of people watching me. I can tell those people that are looking for what will make them a very nice income online. So they are like thinking, is it this one or that one or that one, right? Again, there are another set of people that are already traders but are considering if they should quit. They're considering if it's the right venture because currently they are in the hard parts, they're losing money. Before I go deeper and telling you how I was able to scale through, I'll tell you first that I was where you are, trying to choose what worked for me because I had already dropped out from school. If you've been watching my channel, following up my story, you will figure out it has been consistent. I dropped out of school because I was in deep debts, and that debt still came from trading for people without knowing that robot trading is not sustainable long term. You feel me? So I've been in that situation, being a trader, struggling, and I've also been in a situation where I'm looking for what can give me consistent returns, comparing trading to other hustles. And trust me, after all those hustles I mentioned here, that I tried them, and the disadvantage with most of them is that you are to do gigs for people. You see that that's still more like a job. So let's assume you're a videographer or you're a video editor. You work with gigs. So no gigs, no food. Somebody is not hiring you, you don't have money, you're not going to feed. So what it means is that you are nowhere close to being wealthy. Like, you're not on that direction, you're far, because your income is capped in the sense that you have only 24 hours a day and you require 7 to 8 hours to sleep. So the remaining hours, if you have a certain amount of clients, you cannot be able to service them at some point, so it's capped. So most rich people in your industry probably have companies, and to have a business, to run a company is very, very difficult, and it requires lots of capital and investors. It's not easy. So running it as a self-employed person, small scale, is going to be time consuming, and the income is capped, most of them. So that was why when I compared all of them, I chose trading because trading is uncapped. I trade 4 hours every single day. And out of that 4 hours, I could make $4,000. I could make $2,000. If my capital is doubled, on that same 4 hours, I can make double of $4,000. If the capital is tripled, I can make triple of $4,000. The same 4 hours. I don't need more clients. I don't need more ads. I don't need a boss. I don't need to create more content. I don't need anything else. All I need, just do the same thing consistently, and I'll make money within that short period of time. Now, that is an infinite money glitch, and that's why I chose trading. How did I find trading? Still from trying out stuff, still from watching videos like this, weighing the pros and cons, and it suits me more. I like staying at home, I like working from home, and I like to dictate how my life moves. I want to wake up when I like, and I want to do stuff when I like, and not be answerable to anybody. And for some reason, trading is just everything that answers this. So, because of weighing these pros and cons, I went into trading. And I'm not going to lie to you, I lost money for 2 years. More than even 2 years, I lost money consistently. Do you know why? Because I thought I'm a smart person. Most of the other skills I was juggling before trading, I learned them on my own. I needed no mentor, just YouTube videos, practice, reading these things up. And I was like, I'm a very smart person. I don't need anybody. So what happens is I didn't just lose money for 2 years. I went into massive debts because I did stupid things. I was misinformed. I thought robotic trading was a secret money glitch that nobody has found out. And I was among the luckiest first people to find out, not knowing it's all trash. Some indicators I was sold that time, I thought they were the secrets. So many things I thought were the secrets. So many things I thought was the winning. I was deceived. That was what not just made me lose for 2 years. I also went in debt. If you're listening to me, it's harder to go from debt to successful. Of course, you're thinking that you're broke, you're broke. Listen, you can go from zero to successful. It's difficult, but trust me, I did not go from zero. I went from minus, from debt. So this is what happens when you decide to do things on your own. This is what happens when you think you're smart. In trading, there's nothing like I am smart. The market will wreck you. And I did not suffer for 2 years. Then later things change because I've suffered enough. If that's your thinking, then you are wrong again. I changed what I was doing before things changed. I had to take a step back and ask myself, what am I doing? All alone, blowing money, getting into debts, changing strategies, trying different indicators, trying different this, robots, da da da, all alone. Those successful people in this industry, how are they doing it? Why don't I meet somebody that I know is doing well, that have proof? Why? Let me know how they are doing it. And for some of you, egos have blinded your eyes. There is this group of people that think you can learn everything on YouTube. Trust me, every other skill that is outside trading allowed on YouTube, I knew how to do them their basic form. In graphic design, I was not an expert at it. Trust me, basic. In video editing, basic. Playing the piano, basic. What else? Everything that I learned on YouTube, most things I knew I learned on YouTube, but I was just basic. Because you can only just go, a little further with free knowledge. That's the truth. What makes you go higher in knowledge is not just free knowledge, even premium knowledge and extensive practice in the right direction, like doing the right thing. So when you're not doing the right thing, you don't deserve success in that industry. So in trading, this is exactly the same. Because now nobody's gonna tell you that hey, listen, robotic trading is bad. Hey, listen, indicators trash. Hey, listen, this is trash. You would have to learn it from experience and you're losing money. Does that make any sense? So those people that are like saying YouTube, you can learn everything on YouTube. I really don't respond to people like that because are they profitable? No, they are not. But you can learn everything on YouTube. They think more learning equals to knowing and equals to more profits, but they are not profitable. You see what I'm saying? I had a student one time ago, and he was one of those few students that never did well in the academy. He ended like he kept being unprofitable and kept struggling. Do you know why? It was so difficult for him to let go of what he knew. When I got tired of my losing and I decided to seek help and I met help. For those of you that have been following my stories on my YouTube channel, I sought help twice. The first time I sought help, yes, I was ghosted. I paid money. The guys neglected me. I lost money. I did not know, understand anything. But the second time I sought help was different. It was a success. And what made it a success? Letting go. Letting go. Imagine going through this whole trading stuff for 2 years plus, and then somebody is telling me stuff, and then I'm still holding on to what made me a losing trader. The most stupidest thing you can do. So I had to let go of all I knew, all I thought I knew. I considered it trash. And I started afresh with this person. The person didn't even do much, just 2, 3 classes because the person was very busy. Just not much. But he provided me with materials. So after throwing everything I knew, I started working with those fresh materials I was given. And guess what? It took me 6 months to be consistent from the day I met him. I did not get consistent the first day, not even the first month, not the second month. 6 months. Because now I was combining the three things. I was combining knowledge from him. I was combining submitting to mistakes and putting in the work. Three things. I'll say again. I was getting premium knowledge from him. Secondly, I was submitting to everything and I was submitting to mistakes, meaning I was not trying to, you know, be perfect from month one or start blaming myself for failing. I submitted to mistakes. And third, I put in the work consistently. Like that thing I was taught, I consistently practiced and did it. Now that's the problem with a lot of you guys. So you're not even paying for premium knowledge, first of all. Problem one. Problem two, even when you do, like my student that did not let go, you don't want to let go of the old things you'll be doing, neither do you want to submit to the process. So some people are so egoistical. Why some, yes, they're able to let go of their old stuff, but they want results very fast from what they're learning. They expect it very fast. And thirdly, the other people that I do teach, whereby they know the strategy, but they just cannot consistently follow it. So what happens is that they are deviating along the way. They are deviating along the way. So the combination of these three things I said is what got me there in 6 months or else. Listen, with YouTube and random knowledge, it took me 2 years plus depths. But with the right direction, it took me 6 months minus depths. Now, in that 6 months, while learning, everything I did, I made sure it was on demo. No going to live accounts, not buying premature prop firm, nothing. I kept my money far from the markets. Everything I was doing was demo. Risk management demo. The demo I was trading, trust me, is not $100,000 demo like what some of you guys do. I set my balance to something like $200 so I can be realistic. I was applying the same risk management I would apply in real account. I treated the account like real account. I traded specific number of pairs. Every instruction he gave me, I followed suit. And I consistently followed it for months. And around the 6th, 7th month, I was seeing good progress. That was when I bought, I could remember very, very well because I bought my account on the 8th month. I bought a 5K prop firm on the 8th month. I bought a fucking 5K prop firm on the 8th month. And yes, I passed it for the very, was that the first time? Yes, that was the first time I was passing a prop firm in my entire life. And it felt like magic. I was like, so finally I was profitable. But you know what? I fell off. I fell off again. And why did I fell off? You see, this profitability of a thing you hear is also a marketing term. You have to understand that profitability is not linear. So you don't get profitable and your life is just bullish. Every day you're winning, 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 you're passing account. No. Consistency is what makes profitability consistent. I don't know if you're getting me. So consistency is the trader's action. The result is constant profitability. And when I say constant profitability, not everyday profits or every week profits. It's long-term profitability. Mean you fund, let's say you fund a $1,000 account. After the whole entire year, the account is either 2K or 19 or 18, but it is not 1K. and it's not lesser than 1K. That is profitability. And to achieve that is consistency. And then there's one guy watching me right now that says, well, 1K to 2K in a full year, is it not still small? And you see those people that make you feel like it should be from 1K to 20K in a year. You see those people, because of that mindset, they are blowing multiple accounts. So they are ending their full year in minus 4,000%. Do you know what minus 4,000% means? Blowing 40 accounts. If you've blown 20 accounts in a full year, you're at negative 2,000%. So choose one, negative 2,000% or positive 100% in a year. Think of it. You know, that's one of the things killing people. It's too small. The returns is too small. That's why you cannot be consistent, because you're funding an account and you're risking 30% per trade, 20% per trade. What happens? You blow it. You fund again. You blow it. You fund again. You blow it. Before you know, minus 4,000% at the end of it's it's crazy. So consistency, back to what I was saying, consistency would give you that you know, long-term profitability. And that long-term profitability, you get it by doing the same actions over and over again. I fell off. I was not able to do that consistently. Everything that made me profitable, all of a sudden, I stopped. I stopped backtesting. I stopped reviewing my trades. I started tweaking the strategy. You see, I started failing, I started losing, I started blowing accounts. I buy a challenge, blow it. The funded account I was holding, I blew it. Everything I blew it. Do you know why I got here in the first place? Why I fell off? Social media. Because when I'm going through losing streaks, I'm like, but that guy is posting wins. Why? And at some point, I witnessed a bad, market condition where I had like 6 losses. That was exactly where hair was let loose. Because coming from a trader that is used to 5 win streak, 6 win streak, maybe if losses come, maybe two or max three, then sees 6 losing streak, I thought something was wrong. I started fighting it. Tweak strategy, do that one. What was pushing me to feel like this is wrong? Social media. Because everybody is winning on social media. So when you have losses, you think something very bad is happening. So you start fighting. You start fighting. You start struggling. I must this. I must that. Change things. Change strategy. Tweak. That's what I was doing, and I fell off. And before I could realize what I was doing, I've had 6 months of straight away. It took me a long time to come back on track. I had already complicated my system. My system was fucking complicated already. So complicated that if I was explaining it for you, you go crazy. That was when I started retracing my steps back. I went back to that initial thing my mentor taught me. That first thing. And that's the same thing some of you guys are struggling with today. Listen, if you're lost, seek help. Why do you need to seek help? Because that's the first step. Basic knowledge will lead you to chaos. And very few people are that self-aware and or smart to be able to, okay, I think I should stop doing this, or I think I should not tweak my strategy again. It's very difficult to just know what to do. Yes, most times you learn the hard way and learn again and learn again and learn again. And what are you doing? You're losing money learning. Accumulate all that funds is enough to pay for a mentorship that will change your life. But listen, people prefer to give that money to prop firms. So prop firms are like the top of the food chain in the industry. You're not smart. If you ask me, you're not smart at all. Rich people will always be the best when it comes to money moves. Why? Because a rich man is comparing, okay, what is the easiest way to get from point A to point B? Once he figures out the way and money is involved, he's investing that money and he's moving there at speed. Poor man wants to save money, right? And struggle to get there manually. But guess what? Rich man is moving with speed, and that's why you cannot see their back. If I came into the industry and the very first week I came into the industry, I got a mentor, I will be profitable in 1 year. Max. Trust me. Even when I fell off, like I said, I fell off because there are strategies I've done in the past and there are ideas and experience I've had in the market that made me start tweaking my strategy, adding this. If I came to the industry and I had a mentor, straight up, and I knew nothing else. What will I tweak? Ask me. What will I tweak when things start going south? I will not know what to tweak. I'll have no option. Maybe to take a break, to run to my mentor back, or like I would not be in the position of tweaking. But too much knowledge. I have one idea or the other on YouTube that I've learned before. I started tweaking. So too much knowledge, too much basic random knowledge is a disease. So if you're watching me right now and you're in this category of people that are already trading, but you're struggling, you need help. Yes, you need help. Now, you don't necessarily need the help from me. You can get it from anywhere else, but make sure whoever you're getting it from is not showing you hype. The houses, the cars, blah blah blah. Those do not matter. If you want to get into the university, you'll be wondering how many leaders of tomorrow has been able to graduate from this university. What is the reputation of this university? That way you should be looking for. You would not be looking if the owner of the university is driving a Lamborghini, because there's nothing you want to do with that information. It doesn't show the ability for him to deliver quality teachers or professors to handle the students of the university. So these are the people I've helped. Take a look at them. These are the people I've helped. And they came to me confused. They came to me wanting that, that's help. And I gave it to them, and this is how they are doing currently. So if you are seeing this result and you want to replicate the same, you can. Of course, they did it. I did it. You can. So when you're done with this video, go to the description. What you're going to see, you're going to see the first link is leading to my Telegram. Just send me mentorship. Sending me mentorship doesn't make you automatically my student. Okay, you first of all, you would know how the mentorship works. You see how I teach, how I arrange my topics, everything, the 4 months schedule. Then you will hear the pricing also, how much it takes, and it's very affordable. But the process first, how long it's gonna take you, what you're going to learn, how I'm going to assist you till you're good. Now, all of them will be there. So you can message me mentorship to know these inquiries. And if it suits you, like if it's okay with your schedule and what you want to focus on, then you can start if you want. This I mentioned, seeking help, is the easiest route out of your misery. Now, this involves other industries. It doesn't have to be trading, anything else. It could be graphic design. Why am I basic at graphic designing? I'm fucking basic at graphic designing. Why? Because I only learned free contents. And these industries, you just need some basic knowledge to start making money from them. Like, yes, to start making money, but what money? Tiny cash. Because people know you're not anywhere yet. So nobody's paying you serious money for being an amateur graphic designer. It's the same thing. But trading is worse. Trading will not give you tiny cash. Trading will punish you. That's the difference. I'll see you guys in the next videos. I want to hear your thoughts and your experiences in the comments. See you guys. Make sure you like and make sure you subscribe. Peace.